All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. Today, our topic is about the sin and the original sin. Yesterday, we encountered some Muslims speaking about the original sin and trying to answer us, but for sure they fail as usual. So, today, the topic will be about that. The Muslims, they have tons of articles against Christianity to debunk the idea of the original sin. And based on my study on Islam, and you can do the same yourself, you will see that not even one Muslim he understand what the original sin is about. Muslims are people who describe themselves in the best way. They describe themselves as they are. Actually, the Quran described them as illiterate, who Allah he sent them illiterate messenger to the illiterate, and look like they are staying this way. So if you read any article made by a Muslim speaking about the original sin, you will notice right away that Muslims have no idea what original sin is. For the Muslims, original sin is, as they understand it, that you are born with your sin. You are born, you are occupied with sin already. And when you are a child, that's mean you are a sinner already. But in the same time, the Muslim, they get themselves busted when they speak about that. And the example is this article in front of us. The concept of original sin is a completely foreign to Judaism and Eastern Christianity. You see, Eastern, notice here. Having achieved acceptance in only Western church. That's absolutely false. I am from the West, not. I am from the East, yes. And all my people there are from the Eastern churches. So don't be stupid. And we have one Bible, my friend. There's nothing is called Eastern and Western. Christian and Islamic concept of sin are virtual opposite with respect certain nonsense. For example, there is no concept of sinning in the mind in Islam. So there is no concept of sinning in the mind in Islam. To a Muslim, an evil thought become a good deed when a person refuses to act upon it. So in Islam, if you have an evil thought, that will turn immediately to a good deed. Yes, you have the thought of of doing something bad, but by refusing that thought, you earn the good deeds. And the funny, they are saying to us that this is not what Eastern Christianity teach. But all of us, we knew that Jesus, he said that if you wish, actually in the Old Testament and the New Testament, it says it clearly in the 10 commandment of Moses. Look like the Muslims do not know even that from the first teaching of God, which is given to Moses as a commandment, it says it clearly that you shall not commit adultery. And what is committing adultery? Not only committing adultery. Committing adultery is an action can be done in stages, which mean there's adultery of eyes, there's adultery of touching, there's adultery of intercourse, but all of them, they are adultery. And Jesus said it clearly that if a man he wish a woman she is not his, he is committing adultery. And obviously most of us, we commit that sin. I challenge any Muslim to say he never commit that sin. Now, do Islam agree with Jesus about if you wish a woman, you commit a sin? Islam agree and doesn't agree, which means Muhammad, he says something, copying Jesus, but he do the opposite. And then we will show you the proof of that. If we go right now to the books of Hadith, we will find the following. Please copy the link and share it with your friends so we get more people here. We just started and people are not expecting me to be on here but I'm doing it now because those who live in South Asia, they can join us. All right. This is Muhammad speaking, not Jesus the Christ, and not the bishop, and not the Pope. I want Muslims to learn and to listen carefully, please. All right. Muhammad, he swear. He is not just making a statement, he is swear. Verily, Allah has fixed. The every portion of adultery which man will indulge in, and which he of necessity must commit. Do you see what it says here? Must commit. Must. Take a note, Muslims. He must commit in necessity. So it's not a choice for you as a Muslim. The adultery of the eye. Adultery of what? The eye. Huh? The adultery of the tongue. The adultery. How? And he explained what the adultery of the tongue. And then the adultery of the heart, which is a desire. And those adultery all, they reach the top by having sex with the private part. Sex with the private part, which means the vagina and the penis. Excuse my language. So when the Muslims, they say to us, in Islam we don't have adultery of mind, and you know, that is showing us how stupid, dummy those who make those articles, and how much they are ignorant about their religion and what their prophet he said. I'm not quoting the child molester Zakir Naik. I'm not quoting someone he is like going in TV. I'm quoting your prophet. This is your prophet saying that. It's your prophet who said that there is a and this is all in the mind. You see, in the article they said in Islam we don't have adultery in the mind. You remember? Are you sure? Are you sure? Do you see it? For example, there is no concept of sinning in the mind in Islam. What a stupid liars. I mean, I wish one time I will find a Muslim he know even what his religion is about. The funny, they do not know their religion, and yet they want to teach us our belief. You know what I'm saying? They don't know even what is written in their books. They don't know even what their prophet taught. They do not know what their prophet he believed in, and they want to teach us our Bible. Let us continue. So in Islam you have adultery in the mind, not like what they say to you in article. Don't ever trust a Muslim saying something to you. Muslims are the same as a husband. His wife is cheating on him. He is the last one to know. Even Muhammad himself, he is the last one to know. Even the Quran says to Muhammad, if you don't believe you are a prophet, go and ask the Christians and the Jews. إن كنت في شك مما أرسلنا إليك فاسأل أهل الكتاب أهل الذكر. إن كنت في شك, let me show you. كنت في شك. What kind of a prophet this prophet is? If you are in doubt about what we sent to thee, chapter 10 verse number 94, go and ask the Christians and the Jews. Even Muhammad himself, he have a doubt about what he believes and who he is. You believe it? If though we are in doubt as what we have revealed into thee, then go and ask those who are reading the book before thee, which mean the Christians and the Jews. So Muslims, you have no right to teach us neither about your religion, neither about ours, because the Quran asked your prophet to learn from the Christian, and even your prophet himself do not believe he's a prophet. And I wonder how this happened. How someone he received tons of verses already, still he don't believe he's a prophet. So what he was doing all this time? He was a prophet with doubt. He was a prophet, but he don't believe. He was a prophet preaching to people about who he is, but yet he himself is not sure. How stupid that is. So when the Muslims, they make an article for us about the religion, obviously they do not know what we believe and they do not know what they believe. Now we continue. I will make it short. You can read yourself. But here we go. Look what this person he said. The concept of original sin simply does not exist in Islam and never has for the Christians readers. The question is not whether the concept of original sin exists in the present day, but whether it exists during the period of Christian origin. Specifically, did Jesus teach it? Apparently not. Whoever dreamed up the concept, it certainly was not Jesus, for reportedly thought, and now he is quoting what Jesus said in Matthew 19:14. Let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. So you see how Muslims are dummy. They think that original sin, it's mean you are born as a child with sin. This is not what original sin, Abdul. You just did beat yourself. Jesus said that those children, they will go to heaven, which means they are not of the sin. When we say we inherited our sin, which means our father is the first sinner, and because of him we are out of heaven. However, we all commit sin, but the children, by the way, they commit sin too. They do, but they don't know. This is why they are not in the under the judgment. Even in Islam, if a person is a crazy, he will not be judged. Rufi al-qalam, Muhammad, he said, the law of Sharia law is lifted from, and he count the child and the crazy man. As simple as that. So if a child, let us say a child, he stabs somebody with a knife, but he's a child. Let us say he is let us say a child, he's he's a 1 year old, and he shot with somebody with the gun. He killed him, but he doesn't know what he's doing. So sin, when we speak about sin, is you knowing it is sin and you do it. You know it is sin and you do it, and that not including the children's. This is why Jesus, he considered the children's is the best way to be the same like them, to go to heaven. However, your prophet, as long you are mentioning this, your prophet, he have a different idea about the sin of the children's, because your prophet, he said something very scary and crazy, and it is the opposite of Jesus. Muhammad, he said, if we go to the hadith, when Muhammad attend a funeral of a child, an infant who just died, maybe 6 months old, maybe a few months, maybe 2 months, we don't know exactly. Aisha, she said, and this is a Sahih hadith, Aisha, she said, there is a happiness for this child who is a bird from amongst the birds of paradise. So Aisha, she is speaking as if she learned from Jesus about that. There is a happiness for this child who is a bird from amongst the birds of paradise. Who is the one saying that? Aisha. If we go in different reporter, you will see the details is more clear. So we will go there. Read with me. This is Sahih Muslim, the same book again. Aisha, she said, Aisha, the mother of the believer, said to Allah Messenger, after the funeral of a child of Al-Ansar. Ansar is a group of Muslims who joined Muhammad in his gang. Allah Messenger, there is a happiness for this child who is a bird from the birds of paradise, for it commit no sin, nor has reached the age when one can commit sin. So it's clear now that this is a very young child. He said who? Muhammad. Aisha, peradventure, huh? It might be the otherwise, because Allah created for paradise those who are fit for it, while they were in their father lions, actually the backbones, and he created for hell those who they are going to hell while they are in their father backbones. So you will see that Jesus saying, if you want to be a person who want to go to heaven, you better be the same as those children. So which means if you are like the children, you go to heaven. Muhammad, he teach the opposite. Muhammad teach that Allah, before he created us, it doesn't matter if we commit sin or not. In Islam, you don't go to hell or to heaven because you commit sin. In Islam, you go to hell and you go to heaven because Allah, before he created you, he decided where you will go. And that is the madness and the stupidity of this religion. They are debating us about original sin when the Muslim, they don't care actually about sin anyway. In Islam, you don't go to heaven or to hell because of sin. You go to hell or you go to heaven based in what Allah he decided before he created you. So the dummy Muslim, when they debate us about original sin and they say in Islam we are more logical, Allah will punish us for the sin we do, not the sin of our father. You idiot, who told you that we are going to be punished for the sin of Adam? Who told you that? Who in the world who said that to you? The Bible teaches clearly that we will pay for our sin. I, for the sin I did, not the sin of Adam. Adam, he did pay for his sin. Already he was kicked out of heaven. All of the Christians, they are saying, if not Adam commits sin, we will not be out of heaven. Which means the original sin is the reason for us to be out of heaven. And let me ask the Muslims, if Allah, if you Muslims believe that Allah is all justice and Adam only should pay for the sin, why you are not in heaven? Adam and Eve is the one who commits sin. Okay. So why Allah don't put you back? It is Adam and Eve who did that. What about we bring the children of Adam and Eve and put them in heaven? Because you did not do anything wrong. Are we following, guys? Are we following? If Adam and Eve is the one who commits sin, and Islam does not believe that we should be punished before the sin of somebody else, okay, why you are out of heaven? It is Adam and Eve who commit the sin. You, why you are out of heaven? Then what the Muslim will say to us? He will say, we commit sin too. But you were a child, you are born as a child without sin. Aren't you saying to me in this article that apparently when Jesus said that you have to be the same as those children to go to heaven, and that is the proof you have for us that Jesus apparently did not teach original sin? Isn't it you who is saying to me that this is how you understand this verse? That apparently Jesus did not, is not the one who taught original sin. How you prove that? You prove it by saying to me, let the little children come to me and don't forbid them from such, of such is the kingdom of heaven. So why you are not coming back to heaven when you are born as a baby? Can't Allah do that? It's very easy. God is God, right? He can say any baby is born, we take him in a tube to heaven. So the Muslims do not understand their religion, do not understand ours, and they have a very funny understanding of what we believe and what they believe. And look here, they are posting for us from Ezekiel, the son shall not bear the guilt of the father. So you know that in Christianity and in Judaism, we believe that everyone who will pay for his sin. However, there is still original sin, and the proof of that, we are out of heaven and we are not in heaven. I am not born sinner. No, but I'm born in earth because of the sin of my father Abraham. Sorry, Adam. So because of Adam, I am out of heaven, and that is the original sin, as simple as that. But the children's, Jesus promised them heaven, which means they are not sinners. But because of Adam, we are not born in heaven. Now, because of Islam, the story is totally the opposite. In Islam, even a child will go to hell, as you see, and we showed you the reference. Why? Because your God is a mad God, claiming that he created for heaven people who he is going to send to heaven, regardless if they commit sin or not. Read the story with me carefully, Muslims. And this is a Sahih story. Don't tell me this is weak. Huh? This is Sahih Muslim. Don't play the game of weak and we need to take it to a doctor, and don't do that with me. Do you see? It says Sahih. Should I sing to you? Sahih. Sahih. Open your ears. It is Sahih. So Allah created you and decide for you where you will go, regardless you commit sin or not. I mean, how stupid this religion is then. This religion is seriously crazy. Why this child, he is going to go to hell? Any Muslim can answer us. Give me a reason for this baby child to go to hell if he commit no sin. Aren't you Muslims say we pay only for our sin? Obviously, Islam is a stupid religion and full of contradictions. Even in the hadith, Muhammad, he said that in the judgment day, Allah will take the sin of the Muslims and he will place it on the Christians. You believe it? He will take all the sin of the Muslims and he will place it on the Christians. Why? You just made an article saying that every person should pay for his sin. Any Muslim would like to call me life and show me how smart this religion is. Why Allah will take the sin of the Muslims and put it on us? Suddenly, the justice and the fear and the sin you pay for your sin is not there. Islam is a collection of contradictions. If we go to the hadith and we look, let us see. We'll go back to this one later. Let us see. Read with me, please. And this is a Sahih hadith. Sahih. This is it's crazy religion. The word come amongst the Muslims on the day of resurrection. All right. Who is talking? The leader of the gang, Muhammad himself. On the day of resurrection, with as heavy sin as mountains. So the Muslims, they will come in the judgment day with sin as heavy as the mountains. Look how big the sin is. And Allah would forgive them. Okay. And he would place in their sin, in their stead, in the Jews and the Christians. You see, they just quote for us from the book of Ezekiel that in the Ezekiel, even the Jews, they believe that the children should not pay the fruit of their fathers. But this is not the case in Islam. In Islam, no, Allah is all justice. He will take the sin of the Muslims and He will place it on the Christians. This is how stupid and crazy and unfair this religion is. So in Islam, you don't pay for the sin. No, you don't. You have an open license for sin. In Islam, you have no worry about sin, because don't worry, be happy. Allah in the judgment day will take your sin and place it on me. So Nu'man Khan, he go around and he screw around with Muslim women, playing with his penis, and then in the judgment day, Allah will take the sin of Nu'man Khan and he put it in the top of a Christian prince. Now you want to explain it to me? Nazar, are you a Muslim? Are you a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim? If you are a Muslim, for sure, you can explain, no problem. Do you want to call me? All right, add me, please, so you can call. I just log in, and I am there now. You can call me if you want on Skype. What kind of religion this religion is? Just before I started, I saw Harun Yahya dancing with a bunch of a prostitute, and he is the one broadcasting that live in his page. He have a bunch of women wearing no clothes. Honest to God, they are wearing no clothes. So in the judgment day, Allah will take the sin of Harun Yahya and Nu'man Khan and Shabir Ali and Zakir Naik, who have a lot of boogers in his nose, and He will place it in the top of me just because I'm a Christian. Where is the justice? How you Muslim, you say to us every human being should pay for his sin, and then you say this to us? Islam is a collection of a stupid thought of a person who he claimed to be a prophet. His name is Muhammad, the son of Abdullah. No, it's not about justice. There's nothing in Islam is called justice or no justice. Islam is just stupid religion. You know, if you compare, look. If a second ago, Muhammad, he said in different hadith that a child he is born, he might go to hell still. Correct? So what does his sin here mean? Stupid. He just told her Allah He created for hellfire before they are born, even the Muslims. You know what I mean? Because some people, they do not analyze, they don't think deep, you know, in what we just showed you. Read with me carefully, please. This child is a Muslim. So take a note. Let us make it more clear. Number one, this baby is a Muslim. Is what? Is a Muslim. All right. So we will write in this side. Take a note. Number one, this is the child is a Muslim, Abdul. Number one, he is Muslim. All right. Number two, he is a baby. All right. He is baby. This is baby. You know, who taught you English? Baby boy, child. Number three, he never commits sin. Never commit sin. Huh? Never. The hadith is so clear. Never commit sin. All right. Yet he will go to hell. This is how stupid this religion is. Huh? He is a Muslim and he is a child. He never reached the age of sin. He never commits sin. Yet it is not really the case. He might go to hell. Now you are telling me you Muslims have a religion? You have a madness. So the concept of sin in Islam is a concept of no sin, because at the end of the day, you commit sin or not, it's Allah who decides before you. He made you where you will go. Are you following, Muslims? This is a mad religion and this is a stupid religion. You Muslims, you see, there is some naive Christians. They believe in they believe there is no free will. If you are one of them, you are dumb, the same as Muhammad and the same as the Muhammadan. You are no Christian. All of Christianity is based on a free will. Jesus said it clearly. Not everyone say to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will, which means you are the one who will choose to do his will or not. This is why you might go or not go. If you decide to do your will, which means not to follow his will, then it's your choice. You know, you don't go to heaven. And Jesus, he said clearly that if you are a child, you are guaranteed to go to heaven. And even the Muslims in their articles, they quote that for us. Thank you very much, Muslims. So it's so clear, the Muslims are very confused. The same as this guy in the text, his name is Nazari. We talk about something, he talk about something else. Go to sleep, please. And don't forget to take your medication. I never saw a Muslim he understand even what his religion is about. And this is why yesterday when we have Abdul and we start asking him very simple questions, he was not able to answer anything. And he was blah 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 blah. Please. All right. If you are a Muslim, feel free to call me. You are more than welcome. And then a Muslim he called. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? So if you can answer for what we claim, feel free to answer. I'm not insulting, I'm asking questions. And here we go, I'm showing the reference in the front of your eyes. Is that reference coming from my book or from your book? Is Sahih al-Bukhari and Ibn Dawood and Ibn Majah is something come from a Christian Prince book? I'm waiting for a Muslim to give me a call. So what the logic is in this religion, that Muhammad he's saying that his God Allah, he made Adam commit sin. So why Adam was kicked out of heaven? In case you do not know what this hadith we are talking about in front of us, this is a hadith supposedly Muhammad saying that there is Adam and Moses, they have a debate together. And then Moses, he said to him, because of you, we are kicked out of heaven. And the funny, if you go in the article here, they are trying to prove to us that Christianity and Judaism, they never taught that. You see here, it says, this concept original sin is completely foreign to Judaism and Eastern Christianity. Was Moses and Western Judaism? Muslims, Moses was a Western from England. Here we go, your prophet is getting you busted. Your prophet saying that Moses believed in original sin. Hmm? Moses himself believe in original sin, and the one who is witnessing for that is your prophet. Do you see it? Let us see. Read with me. Adam and Moses held a disputation. All right. By the way, I'm not going to ask the mad Muhammad how Moses and Adam they met together. I mean, seriously, Muhammad, how this happened, my brother? Didn't you know that Adam is the first man? He's dead long time ago. So how it happened that Moses and Adam they have a debate? I mean, where they met in the museum? Huh? Where this debate took place? In Dr. James White station or with Shabir Ali program? Or maybe Moses and Adam they went to Pakistan. What this guy is talking about? Moses and Adam having a debate where? When? Is that a fiction story? If it is fiction, it's me. Muhammad is a fabricator. By the way, guys, yesterday I don't wanna share this with you, but it look like I have to. I mean, what I can do, you know. Yesterday I was walking down the street and I met Alexander the Great. Yes. Hey Alexander, how you doing? I look like he understand English. I don't know. Let me speak to him in Arabic. يا أبو الشباب محمد ألكسندر شو أخبارك؟ شنو هذا؟ ما يردوا علينا. How in the world Moses and Adam they met, man? Muhammad was watching too much movies. Look, what's wrong with this man? Anyway, let it go, man. Let it go. It's just a couple of thousands of years between them. I mean, not a big deal. Hello? Who care? Come on. Adam and Moses, they went shopping together and they met in the mall. I mean, it happened. And maybe they met in a subway trying to buy a sandwich. Halal sandwich. And then Moses, remember, the Muslim in his article, he says, obviously, the Orthodox, the Christians, and the Judaism, they are not believing in the original sin. So how your prophet getting you busted? I have no idea. Moses, he said to Adam, who? Moses. Let me speak to you as Moses he speak. Habibi Adam, Habibi Adam. Because of you, Habibi, you made us go out of heaven, Habibi. Habibi Adam, because of you, God kicked us from heaven, Habibi. Habibi, if not you, we will not be in Israel, Habibi, we will be in heaven right now. Who is the one saying that? Adam and Moses having a debate, and Moses saying that to Adam. But in the article, they just showed us that they are claiming that the Jews, they don't believe in original sin. But look like Moses was not educated enough. He was a Muslim prophet, but yet he is a fool. Red hate black people, we don't care, my friend. We don't care for color. Whoever convert to Islam is a stupid fool, and sooner or later they leave. There's a conference the Muslims they have speaking about that the average of those who convert to Islam, they leave after 3 years. The average, most of them. Let us say maybe 95% of them. This is not our worry. And anyone want to stop by my videos, he will leave Islam, even if he is the Mufti himself, if he is honest. Now, as long Moses he believe in the original sin, and obviously Moses he died and he believe in the original sin, because the Muslim they will say to you, oh, this debate happened in paradise, which is very funny and stupid. Why? Because Muhammad he said in the judgment day he is the first prophet to be risen from the ground. Not only the first prophet, he is the first human. You do not need to email me. You want to talk to me here. Why you want to email me? You want to do what Muslim women do? They send me their pictures. Not interested. You have a question? Ask me here. I received an email from a Muslim woman. She is saying, I hate you, I hate you. So what if your voice is sexy? This is what their head is about. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. So what if your voice is so sexy? This is how you want to, prove me wrong? You have a question, give it to me here. Now, as long Adam, he don't agree with Moses, and Moses don't agree with Adam, then we have to raise a question, why Moses he got it wrong? Why Moses, he is the prophet of Islam as Muslims they claim, he is so foolish to the point he is speaking like Christian Prince. And he believed that because of Adam we are out of heaven. We asked this question, the same question for a Muslim Abdul who called me yesterday. Look what happened. Listen carefully. The Abdul is calling. Cookie, no, I want you to call me and pause the hadith. I want you to read it. Call me. We ban people only when they use dirty language. Now call me. Don't you want to read for us the hadith? Guys, what do you think? Is this guy is a brave? Call me and read the hadith which you want to quote for us. Let everybody hear it. Be a man. I'm waiting for your call. Who is a Muslim who would like to call? All right. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Who is with me, please?
Hello.
Yes, I hear you. Who is with me?
Hello.
I hear you, my friend.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you touched many points actually. What do you want to know?
As I'm showing you on the screen, that Adam, he was kicked out of heaven for what reason? If Allah is the one who decreed for him 40 years before he created him to commit sin.
Okay.
So why he kicked out of heaven? It's not his fault. I mean, if Allah is God, and he decide for me to commit sin, can I say no?
Do you know the difference between sin and original sin?
It doesn't matter. This is the original sin, my friend. This is Adam. This guy. His name is Adam. His name is not Christian Prince. Hello.
Hello, is that Christian Prince?
Yes, it is. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm very good, brother. How are you?
What do you want to share with us?
It's just a question that's really been getting on my nerves recently. I've seen quite a lot of it on social media with regards to Islam and it not being an elitist or a racist group. And what I mean by that is the amount of times I keep hearing these apologetics, Muslims talking about how Muhammad's last sermon was inclusive for everybody, and how Muhammad was not a racist, and I'll know
my friend Christian. We have a topic. Your voice is coming back to me. Mute, please. Mute. My voice is coming back to me. Look like you did not mute your YouTube. My friend, we have a topic. We have a topic.
Yeah, sorry,
we have to finish the topic. After we finish the topic, call me about this. I will answer you. No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we wanna stay in the topic, guys. Please don't call me for a different reason. We have a topic. So why Adam is even punished and sent out of heaven? If it says here in front of us that Adam, he says to Musa, do you blame me for doing a deeds which Allah had decreed that I should do? I should do. Do you know what I should do mean? I should do 40 years before he created me. So the Muslim now, he is struggling, trying to explain to us how this happened, which means how this stupid thing happened. So let us see what he said. Okay, we will go back a minute.
Yeah, you touched many points actually. What do you want to know?
You know, as I'm showing you on the screen, that Adam, you know, he was kicked out of heaven for what reason? If Allah is the one who decreed for him 40 years before he created him to commit sin.
Okay.
So why he kicked out of heaven? It's not his fault. I mean, if Allah is God, and he decide for me to commit sin, can I say no?
Do you know the difference between sin and original sin?
It doesn't. Guys, look how stupid they are. We are talking about Adam, and he is saying, do you know the difference between sin and original sin? We are talking about Adam, you idiot. This is Adam. This is not his neighbor. Do you see why I say Muslims are stupid? People, they say to me, you are insulting Muslims. I'm not insulting Muslims. I'm talking about Adam, and yet he says to me, do you know the difference between sin and original sin? This is Adam. We are talking about Adam, not a guy next door. His name is Adam. This is the prophet of Islam, Adam, the first man. And supposed to know he's smart. Like, do you know the original? Do you know, brother, the difference between the original sin and the ten? Are you sure? Abdul, are you sure? Unbelievable. You know, Abdul, sometime when he opened his mouth is the same as a dinosaur. In the best scenario, like a cow. So, do you know, brother, do you know the difference between original sin and sin? Do you know the difference? No, Christian friends, you don't know the difference. Do you know the difference yourself? Do you know? He created him to commit sin.
Okay.
So why he kicked out of heaven? It's not his fault. I mean, if Allah is God, and he decide for me to commit sin, can I say no?
Do you know the difference between sin and original sin?
It doesn't matter. This is the original sin, my friend. This is Adam. This is this guy. His name is Adam. His name is not Christian Prince. This is the first man. So this is the original sin.
You say every born person is a sinner.
Abdul, listen. Don't change the topic. I'm talking about Adam. This guy, his name is Adam. What is the name of his father name? He have no father. This is the first man. So this is the first man who commits sin. And the hadith says that Allah, he decreed for him to commit sin 40 years before he created him. How you can answer that? So why he is kicked out from heaven? The Abdul now is squeezing his head. I'm listening.
Okay.
Why he was kicked out of heaven? If Allah is the one,
because he disobeyed Allah. What more do you want to know?
What do you mean disobey Allah? Allah is the one who decreed for him to do that. He did not.
What?
Actually, he did obey Allah. He did obey.
What did you obey?
Guys, look at this answer. Did you hear? Why Allah kicked him out from heaven? Because brother, he did obey Allah. He did not disobey Allah. The hadith says that Allah is the one who decreed for him, which means he obeyed Allah. Do you know what I mean? Based on this hadith, Adam, when he commits sin, he obeyed Allah. He will be disobeying Allah if he did not commit sin, because Allah, he decreed for him the sin to do. He must do, I should do, as the hadith says, 40 years before he created him. So he did obey Allah. That's why I say Muslims, they have a problem with intelligence. As they say in the Turkish, intelligent yok. Yok, which means nothing. Aman Rabbi Aman. Aman Rabbi Aman. Aman Rabbi Aman. I just saw Harun Yahya. He is broadcasting live in his Facebook, and he is dancing with so beautiful women. Oh man, look at Christian Prince. Christian Prince, he is dancing with nobody. And Harun Yahya is the one who wanna invite us to Islam. And you should see, guys, he is dancing with women wearing no clothes. Honest to God, wearing no clothes. Actually, I will download his video after I finish, and I will post it in Facebook again. And he is posting this. If this is what he posts, what about things he don't post? So do you blame me for doing the deeds which Allah has decreed that I should do 40 years before he created me? This is how stupid this religion is. That's mean the sin of Adam is not exist. It was the sin of Allah. It was Allah who made Adam do the sin, and that's mean it is Allah who made the sin happen. It is not Adam. Adam is just a victim. According to Islam, all of us, we are victims. According to Islam, it's not your sin, it's not my sin, it's not my fault right now that I am speaking as a Christian Prince. According to Islam, it's Allah who made me Christian Prince. Allah is the one who made me say those words. So why I'm going to punished for that? Huh? Any Muslim can explain? Very stupid religion, very naive, and very dummy. You will never ever find a Muslim he even understand what his religion is about, because it's not his fault. It is the fault of the founder of Islam. He's a crazy man. He's a crazy man. He is officially a crazy man. Abdul, listen. Can you read? Can you read? Read the hadith in front of me. It's on the screen. Read it for me, please. Can you read it? Can you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. He did obey Allah because he did the sin which Allah he commanded him to do. As you see, it says here that no, listen. It says here that Allah had decreed that I should do. Who is the one who decreed should I do? Allah. So what Adam did?
Of decree?
Yeah, what does that mean? Tell me. Do you know what
it's
decree?
Not commanding. It means he knows what happens to the humanity in the future.
No. It says I should do. Do you see it? He should do.
Permission.
No. He should no. He decreed. He wrote for me my destiny, my friend. This is destiny. This is destiny.
Muslims believe in free will.
It's in front of you. So Allah, he wrote that for him. He said, the Muslims, we Muslims believe in a free will. Yeah, right. This is one of the pillars of faith in Islam, to believe in the destiny. You see how Muslims just, don't ever trust a Muslim's teaching about his religion. They are a bunch of liars. They are liars with license. You can go right now to Google and type pillars of faith in Islam. Typing in Arabic. Hold on. Let me switch to English. Pillars all right. This is the pillars of faith in Islam. And this is a Muslim website. Not my website. I have nothing to do with it. All right. To believe in his angels. All right. To believe in his messenger. To believe in his books, but there's no books. And that's funny. To believe in the last day. To believe in the destiny. Do you see it? He just told us we believe in a free will. Everything in our life is already written. It's already written, my friend. All right. And this is what Muhammad is trying to teach those dummies, but yet because they are illiterate like him, they have a problem to understand. This is why he said to Aisha, that this child who died, who Aisha, she think he is a bird from the birds of paradise because he commit no sin, never reached the age of sin. She thought he will go to heaven, but yet Muhammad, he don't agree. Why? Because Muhammad, he teach predestiny. Allah decide for everyone before he created him, long before he created him, who will go to hell and who will go to heaven, no matter if you commit sin or did not commit sin. If there's any Muslim wanna call me Raif or now, if there is any Muslim, he think he can do better. So you Muslims, you are the one who are confused about sin, and in your religion the sin is not your sin, is the sin of Allah. This is how stupid, dumb your religion is. In my belief, it is my sin. When I say the original sin, I'm speaking about the first man who commits sin, but yet I am a sinner too. God is not punishing me for the sin of Adam. No, he is punishing me for my sin, my friend. When they asked Jesus how to pray, he said, say like this, our Father art of heaven, and then he says, forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. To us, forgive to us. Forgive what? Our sin. So Muslims, they have no idea what our book is about. They have no idea what their book is about, and then they want to give you a lecture and speeches about Islam. I never met a Muslim he understand one thing about his religion. When they ask Zakir Naik as an example, and those supposed who claim to be scholars, they ask him, brother, a woman, she asked him why the women in Islam, she will not have hur the same as the man. The man, he will have a lot of hur. He said, brother sister, in Islam, the word hur in the Quran, it's a plural name. It's not male, it's not female. So it's very possible that it might be female, it might be a male, which means a Muslim woman, according to the Quran, she is going to be rewarded with hur. Not only Muslim, thank you very much. Like, what the heck? The word hur is a male and female. Where this guy he got this from? Isn't it your Quran says that those hur, they are not being, excuse my language, effed by any human or genie, and they did not bleed, which means they did not lose their virginity yet? What this guy is talking about? If this is their scholars, what about the dumb one? If this is a scholar, a scholar, he is an idiot. He is just making a business for those stupid dummy who do not know what he's talking about. Let us see. This is the Quran, chapter 55, verse number 56. Do you want me, Muslim, to show you what this verse means? You can go right now to Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, At-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, and you will see that those are female women who never bleed because of sex. They never what? Bleed because of sex. What do you say? So Zakir Naik is a liar, and he is a corrupt, false man. The same as Nu'man Khan. Nu'man Khan, the guy who, may Allah bless his private part and give him more, who is preaching a new version of Islam. Even, by the way, you can go and see how many YouTube Muslims they made to say to him, where do you get this from? But those Muslims, you know, they like the liars. They like the one who, it's a business. You see, everything I say, I show in the screen. Have you ever seen me saying something I did not show it to you immediately? You know what I mean? Anytime I say something, I show it, you read it with me. Muslims are people of games. So until now, we prove that in Islam there is no original sin. Yes, because the Satan is not Satan. The Satan is Allah. The real Satan in Islam is Allah himself, because it is Allah who decide all the sin for you, you will do. And as you see here, a child who is born, he is a baby child, he is an infant, he is not even 1 day old maybe, yet Muhammad, he don't agree that he might go to heaven, because Allah, he disagree with Aisha. Allah, he designated people to heaven before he created them, and people to hell before he created them, regardless they commit sin or not. So what the purpose of Islam, and the purpose of converting, and the purpose of a praying, and the purpose of going to Hajj, if this religion believe that it doesn't matter really what you do? Allah, before he made you, he created you, he decided for you where you will go. And the story in front of us is very clear. This is a child, he is an infant, and he's a Muslim, and he never commits sin, and he never reached the age of sin. Excuse me. He never reached the age of sin, he never commits sin, and he is a Muslim. So why this child might go to hell? Any Muslim can tell us? I will tell you why. Because the idea of Islam is a stupid idea. The idea is of Muhammad is that before we are created, there is a preset decision, and this decision have nothing to do with sin we do. No, it's about Allah. He decide for us when we are in the backbone of our father. He created for hell who is for hell, no matter if they commit sin or not. Now who in the world want to believe in such a stupid religion? Who in the world want to believe in such a dumb religion? This is a very mad, stupid religion. You see, the more you learn about this cult, the more you see how stupid it is. And the more you see how stupid it is, the more you notice why Muslims are stupid too. And I'm not insulting the Muslims, this is the fact. The Muslim who work in Bangladesh all his life to save $5,000. You know how poor Bangladesh, correct? And by the way, I never make fun of the poor ones. The Lord himself, he loved them. But it's very sad to see someone he spent his life to save $5,000. Go and see people of Bangladesh how they work in Saudi Arabia. All of them, they make them work in collecting garbage with very tiny little salary. A person from Bangladesh, he work all the month to save $60, $70 and to send it home. And then after working 50 years like a dog, saving $5,000, you spend them in airline ticket to go to Hajj. And then you go to Hajj and you go around the black stone and you kiss the black stone, and supposedly the black stone will suck your sin. That's what Muhammad said. I wish I can find a woman, she is a black, and if I kiss her, she will suck my sin. I will marry her immediately. This is additional stupid reasons in Islam to believe that Muhammad is a stupid man. I mean, what kind of religion believe that if you kiss a stone, the stone will suck your sin? So all what Muhammad said is a chain of contradictions. If Allah is the one who wrote for us our sin, if Allah is the one who decide for us our sin, if doesn't matter if you commit sin or not, so what the black stone is about? What Muhammad mean when he said the black stone used to be white like milk, but the sin of mankind make it black? FTC, don't attack the Catholic in my present, otherwise I will send you free shipping and hand it into Allah. The Catholic don't believe in this, don't speak garbage. Anyone here attack other group of Christians, I will ban you. We are all here followers of Jesus Christ. Catholic are Christians, Protestant are Christians, Orthodox are Christians, and anyone say something different, get lost. As simple as that. I am not a Catholic. I don't like stupid talk. This is how stupid this religion is. And by the way, stupidity is like, I mean, people, they practice it always because people, they are copy paste. You know, when I was doing many seminars, many times people ask me questions. I have it recorded actually in video. A Christian minister, imagine, he asked me, so the Catholic is the founders of Islam. I said, what? The Catholic as the founders of Islam? Where do you get this from? Because there's an idiot from the Seventh Adventist Church. They call themselves Seventh Adventist. He make a lecture about that Khadija, she was a Catholic nun. You idiot. You idiot. You idiot, dumb liar. Khadija, she had 3 husbands, you idiot liar, and she was a nun. May Allah nun you. May Allah nun you and put you in a chocolate container and dump you between cockroaches. My friend, education is the problem. Most of people, they are copy paste. You see, if the Catholic did that, I would say they did. Don't trust me, I will do. I don't care if you are Catholic or not. This is not the point. The point is saying the truth. You know what I mean? We are ordered as a Christians to oppose the liars. If someone he is a Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, it doesn't matter, a Jew. I made videos about people who claim to be Catholic, about people who claim to be Jews, about people who claim to be Protestant, and I expose them, and you know that. I take no side. I take only one side, that is the side of my Lord, and which is the truth. Which means even there, when I take his side because he is the truth and nothing but the truth. Don't follow lies, my friends, and don't follow copy paste. All right. So as you see here, that Islam have no base. And imagine in different hadith, Muhammad, he said, Muhammad, not me. Let us go. And by the way, until now, I did not get any Muslim to call. I don't know why. Where is the Muslims? Let us see this one. In this hadith here, which is a Sahih hadith, Sahih hadith. I love Sahih hadith. I am so thankful for Al-Bukhari. If Bukhari is alive, I will buy him a free ticket vacation to Afghanistan. I mean, who can refuse such a ticket? I mean, to Pakistan, Afghanistan, where people are peaceful and they are drugs free. Now, look what Muhammad he said. Muhammad he said, and this is here, by the way, is a pure science. It's a pure science. Allah Messenger, the true, truly inspired, narrated to us. The true, truly inspired. Take a note. Muhammad is the true, truly inspired. Okay, what the true, truly inspired will say? The creation of every one of you starts with the process of collecting the material for his body. Collecting what? 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 Start by collecting the material? I mean, are you sure? Are you sure? What What material, Muhammad? Collecting the material. By the way, my mom, she told me the truth, and the truth hurt. They collected me. Yeah, I was collected. So, like, you know, from here, from there, and then they put me together. And then my mom, she swallowed some crazy glue, and then I was glued together. And then she had a baby boy. His name is the Christian Prince. So I was collected too. I mean, that's obvious. I mean, who can deny that? All right, let us see how the collecting issue is happening. Collecting, huh? Okay. Collecting material for his body within 40 days. Within how long? How long? How long? Once I was in the Philippines, I paid the guy in the bus, and he said, "Sir, I have to pay you back 44 pesos." I said, "What?" He said, 44 pesos. I love the way they say it. I said, "Say it one more time and keep them." You know, the 40 pesos is just $1. So he said 40 pesos. He came back to me again. He said, "Sir, do you want me to say more 40? And you give me 40 pesos?" I said, "No." So 44. So Allah, He will collect us in a process of 40 days and 40 nights. And by the way, it doesn't say the womb. It says in Arabic, "Fi batni ummihi," which means in the belly of our mother. All right. Then he become a clot. What? He become what? Here, by the way, in the beginning, he's talking about what? He's speaking about you as a sperm, and I can show you the reference from different hadith. If a Muslim here, you want to challenge me to show you it is a sperm, challenge me, please, 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 and I will show you 40 reasons to make you believe that he is speaking about sperm. So now, so you are for 40 days as a sperm. 40 days as a sperm. I saw a movie of a guy who went in 40 days around the world. 40 days as a sperm. Why? Don't you think, Muhammad, this is too much? I mean, 40 days. As a sperm. If you go right now and search in Google, you will see that a sperm can stay in the mother, sorry, in the women, I mean, alive for maximum, I think, 36 hours, something like this. Let us search life. Hold on. Why would I do that? I will show you. I'm not a doctor, you know. I don't want to speak of something. It's not my specialty. Okay. How long Mr. Seaman stay alive? I'm typing in Arabic again. Unbelievable. I forget to switch to English. How long semen stay alive? All right. Read with me, please. Read with me. Read with me. When the sperm are inside the women's body, they can live for up to 5 days. Do you see it? Muslims, do you see it? So how in the world the prophet, who is truly inspired, I want you to take a note about truly. I mean truly, huh? What a truly a prophet is. The truly inspired prophet, he said, look, see, it says here, the messenger of Allah, the true and the truly inspired. Obviously, it's a true inspiration. So you are as a sperm for 40 days. Okay, what after that? After that, you became a thick congealed blood. Like, what the heck? That is science by itself. You can go right now and check the stage of the embryo, and you will see that there's nowhere in any stages that a human being is a dead blood or thick blood, as they say, which in the Quran call it as a alaqa. We continue. Then for other 40 days, you became a piece of a flesh. May Allah flesh you, Muslims. 40 days as a piece of flesh. So now we have 40 days as a sperm, 40 days as a blood, and then 40 days as a flesh. That is 120 days. So why I stay inside my mother for 9 months? Again, the prophet is a truly and true inspired. All right. Let us continue. Then Muhammad, and this is what we care for. Then the angel is allowed to order or to write 4 things. The angel what? The angel will go inside the women. I don't know where, how he will go. Muslims, where the angel will go? I mean, how he will get inside? It's just a question. Any Muslim can tell us? Because the angel will get inside the women and he will write on the baby. From where he will get in? I will give you 3 options. He will get it from her nose. He will get it from her ears. He will get in from her vagina. Angel Jibreel is coming. The angel Jibreel is trying to open the vagina. The angel Jibreel is going through. Angel Jibreel now is swimming inside the vagina. Angel Jibreel right now is struggling because the mother, she decided right now to piss. Angel Jibreel is really showered and he have no idea what to do. Angel Jibreel, he decide right now in this moment to take a selfie. Angel Jibreel, he is going to post it in Facebook, but later. However, after all of this, the piss of the woman was so strong, so she pissed him out, and he was dropped in the trash. I mean, Jibreel will go inside and he will write 4 things. Let it go, man. I mean, what's wrong with you? So now Jibreel is inside. Jibreel, he swim like a sperm, and he went inside, and now it's time to write. By the way, Muslims, I hope the ink Jibreel he will write with is not the kind who going like, you know, water, because there's a lot of liquid inside. So now he will write 4 things. His lifehood. Guys, I think Jibreel, when he wrote my lifehood, he was drunk. And I think he was under the influence of drugs or something. I mean, it's really messed up. I'm really over. Instead of studying Christianity, I decided to go to school to study Islamic law. Look what's happening. Look. So Allah, he wrote there, Christian prince, he go and study Islamic law. Okay. His date of death. Oh boy. His date of death. Do you know the story of Allah? He sent the angel of death to take the spirit or the soul of Moses. Anyone remember it? Anyone remember it? Allah, he sent an angel of death to Moses, and the angel of death supposedly he will take the soul of Moses. But when he arrived to Moses, what the angel do not know, that Moses, he play karate. You know what karate, right? You know, Bruce Lee. You know, right? So when the angel arrived to Moses, and the angel wanted to take his life, Moses, he did hit him, break his wing, and he took his eye off. If you don't believe me, I can show you. Let us go to, as long as we mention it. All right. Here we go. Abu Huraira, the father of the cat, he said blah 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 blah. Okay, all right. Oh, blah 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 blah. The messenger, he said, okay, blah 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 blah. You send me. So Allah, he sent the angel of death to Moses. Guys, read with me. This is not my translation. It's not my translation. I have nothing to do with it. Abu Huraira reported the angel of death was sent to Moses to inform him of his Lord's summons when he come. He, Moses, boxed him. I mean, what? What? He did box him? Okay. And what happened after that? You can imagine how tough was the boxing. I mean, Muhammad Ali, he would like to be there. So he did box him, and obviously Moses was very well trained. I think he learned from Bruce Lee. And then he boxed him, and his eye was knocked off. Boing? Like what? The eye of the guy was knocked off? Are you sure? Muslims, are you sure? The poor angel, his eyes was knocked off? By the way, I saw this happen before. You know, once I was walking down the street, and a big angel, he come to me and he said to me, give me your wallet. I hit him, I took his eye, and I use it right now to open an account in Sri Lanka. Yep, true story. I mean, what's wrong? Why it is not, you know? Here we go. This is Moses. Here we go. The angel, he come to him and he beat him by one box. He knocked his eye out. And then the angel, he go back to Allah. You see, you can imagine the misery right now. I don't want to be an angel. I will never accept that job again. And especially if Allah want to send me to the Jews. Look at the Jews. Instead of dying, they beat the angel and they take his eye. And boom, like they take the eye off. Okay. Then the angel, the coward, he went back to Allah. He said, hey Allah, Allah, oh Allah, Allah, Allah. Okay, the angel, nobody there, so he decided to flee and come back tomorrow. All right. Bye bye, angel. Come tomorrow. Allah is speaking right now. Okay. The angel, he come again, and this time there was a very heavy rain, and he was waiting under the door of Allah. He's waiting. Allah never answered. First day, second day, third day, and Allah, finally Allah, he woke up. And then the angel, he told him what happened. And what happened is a misery. He said to him, you send me to a servant who do not want to die. I don't want to die too. So guys, all what you need to do, all what you want to do, if you don't want to die, when the angel of death come to you, box him. Let me tell you the spot where you can hit an angel. Testicles or eyes. That is the one you want to hit. Don't hit him in the shoulder or in the ass, or no, that will not hurt. Focus in two places, either testicles or his eyes. You hit him there, the angel, he go back and you are alive. And now the angel, he go to the hospital. And Dr. Allah is going to fix the eye of the angel. Look at this, look at this. And Allah, he restored his eye in a proper place. I'm so glad he did not restore it in the wrong place. I mean, you can imagine the drama if Allah, if he put the eyes in the wrong place, man. Do you see it says, and this is alone is a miracle. He restored his eye in its proper place. I was really worried about that. Imagine you are an angel and your eye came out, and then you go to Allah, and Allah, he don't restore it in the proper place. Like where Allah is going to put it, in the forehead as we see in the cartoon? Okay, that's it. Come on, show some respect, man. Please, please. So now you are in the process where Allah, he write you for you your destiny, and after he write your destiny, look like the destiny not always functioning, because Allah, he decide for us when we die, but yet Moses, he can be the angel of death and change the destiny. Muslim, don't you see that this is the contradiction? How you Muslim believe in destiny, that Allah write for us our date of death, and then we find the story of Moses, he beat the angel and he changed the date of death? Angels are physical being. Well, you know, Muhammad is so confused. He do not know, really. He do not know. Muhammad, he described as an example Jibreel as an angel have 600 wings, right? But in the same time, Jibreel, he come as Dahi al-Kalbi. You know Dahi al-Kalbi? Obviously, Muhammad was dating this man, and he, in order to explain why this guy is staying long and late in his house, so he claimed that Dahi al-Kalbi is his angel. So he said clearly that Dahi al-Kalbi used to come to him in the image of Jibreel. Sorry, that Jibreel used to come to him in the image of Dahi al-Kalbi. And I find that this is very fishy. As an example, once Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, he came to Muhammad and he saw Dahi al-Kalbi in his house, in, it says there, in a romantic, or let us say in a special position, but it didn't describe what does that mean. I mean, in a like something special happening. So Ibn Abbas said to the Prophet, he was a kid, Ibn Abbas was like few years old, he said to Muhammad, he said, isn't this is Dahi al-Kalbi? Muhammad, he got busted, looked like they were doing something. Muhammad, he said, oh, he looked like Dahi al-Kalbi, but this is Jibreel. All right, read what he says. Let us see. Where is the hadith? He used to come to him as Dahi al-Kalbi. Let us see. I'm looking for the hadith. Here we go. Here we go. Read with me, please. Here, where is the Dahi al-Kalbi story? I had to click in. Hold on. And this is Sahih hadith, Muslims. Read with me. This is Sahih. Don't tell me it's weak. I will spank you. Don't do that. All right. So Jibreel, he used to come to me down in the form of Dahi al-Kalbi. Do you see it? Do you see it? Who is Dahi al-Kalbi? Dahi al-Kalbi was the most handsome man in Quraysh. Young man, he is very handsome, and Muhammad, he chose him to carry his message to the Roman because he's handsome. And obviously this is his boyfriend, and he is the same one he shared with him his wife Safiya. Safiya slept first with Dahi al-Kalbi, and then Muhammad, he exchanged Safiya with 4 other women slaves with him. So both of them, they share the same woman. Now, why the angel he chose to come in the shape of Dahya al-Kalbi, in the look of Dahya al-Kalbi, no Muslim can explain. Obviously, Dahya al-Kalbi used to spend all night in the house of Muhammad, and when he leave, people they say to him, "Oh, Dahya is leaving." He say, "No, no, this is Jibreel." Sound fishy. Now we go back to the other hadith. Remember, our topic today is to cover the original sin, and I hope people will download this video and they will save it, and you can cut it pieces, you can make it parts because it's long, right? However, here you will see in this hadith here that Allah he write down the lifehood of a human being and his death and his deeds. Do you see it says his deeds, which means your act. The deeds here is your action. So Allah write all for you, all the deeds you will do, all the good or bad. It is written. It's a pre-made decision. And look what Muhammad he said after that. And then one of you might do the good deeds, which is the same as the deeds of people of paradise, so much that there is nothing except a cubit between him and paradise. So now you are in paradise, my friend. You are in paradise, all right? You actually not in paradise, sorry. You are almost there, almost in the door, and you are doing the good deeds of Islam. You do jihad, you join Osama bin Laden, you join Az-Zarqawi, you rape women, you are a child molester, all the good deeds of Islam, and now you are almost in the front of paradise. And the door of paradise is opening. And when you are there, immediately, suddenly, something written by Allah will take over. But then what has been written for him decide his behavior, and he start doing evil deeds as the same as the people of hellfire, and obviously he enter hellfire. I mean, how stupid that is. The poor Abdul was following Allah all his life, praying to Allah, doing Hajj, doing child molestation, and now he is in the front of the door of the heaven, which is very, I think Allah need to add some oils. I mean, come on, fix it. How cheap you are. You can get for $2 some oil. Now he is almost there, and then what is written by Allah will take over. I mean, this is logical religion, my friend. You cannot beat that. So why we pray, why we go to Hajj? There's no reason. You will go to hell anyway, or you will go to heaven anyway. It's because Allah he wrote for you where you will go. Here we go. The guy is doing all the deeds, all the good deed he did is gone for nothing, because what is written by Allah is going to take over. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me? Our topic is not Kurdistan, my friend. Wake up, drink some coffee, and focus with us in the topic. Any Muslim? You Muslims are super smart. I don't know what to say. So what the point of this religion? And then Muhammad he continue saying the following: and one of you may do the evil deeds. So this guy is doing evil deed now. This is the bad boy. This guy is a bad boy all his life. Of people of hellfire. This guy, he eat hamburger. This is one of the evil deeds. You know, he takes selfie. Oh, we have a caller. Hold on, let us see who is calling. Somebody is calling. or somebody trying to call. I'm not sure. I don't know. ما أدري. You remember the guy who said ما أدري? Anyway, so a person of you, he will do the bad deeds or the evil deeds, which is resemble the deeds of hellfire, and then so much. I mean, I hear somebody as if he's calling me in Skype, but I don't see anything. I think it's a demon. I mean, sorry, it's a genie. The Muslims don't believe in demon, right? Demon, and by the way, demon is not genie. Don't mix that. So much so that there is nothing except a cubit between him and hellfire. Guys, this guy is almost there. There's only one cubit between him and hellfire. I mean, put yourself in his shoes. Almost there. Almost. And then you are so close to hellfire, and now you are saying to yourself, it's over. That's it. It's time for me to pay the price of the sin. And you see the door of hell open, and you see burning people. You see them, Allah making barbecue. And you say to yourself, oh no. Oh no. Oh mommy. Oh man, look at this. ISIS is burning a man. Oh boy. And then you are almost in the fire. And then what has been written by Allah for him decide his behavior. And he start doing the good deeds of people of paradise, and obviously he go to paradise. Hey, finally I am in paradise. Hey, I was a bad boy all my life. I go to Las Vegas, I do gambling, I do and then what Allah wrote for me, he saved me, because Allah, he decided I should go to heaven. This is a religion. This is a religion you Muslims believe in. So you Muslims, you do not have something called original sin. You have your God himself is the God of sin, and he is the first sinner, because he is the one who play you. He is the one who make you sin, and then he want to punish you for a sin you did not decide. Because as you see, the good guy, he commit no sin all his life, then what is written by Allah take over. I mean, what is justice? Where is justice? And where is logic? I forgot. This is a religion who believe that a man will be given endless penis, and you are asking them for logic. I mean, I don't know how logical it is to have an endless penis. Imagine yourself, you are in the earth, but your penis in Mars, and you receive a phone call from the aliens or from the Chinese there, because the Chinese already, they are making aftermarket Mars, you know. You receive a phone call from the Chinese, and they will say to you, translation, for the sake of Allah, can you move your penis to the right? You are blocking our highway. And the Muslim, they want you to believe in such a stupid, dumb religion, who believe that God will make a penis extend like an antenna. Endless. Hey, because brother, do you see my penis? No, brother, it's endless. Do you see the edge of it? No, brother, but I see. Let me see. Did you put a flashlight on it? No. Because I see a flashlight. Oh, brother, I think it's burning because it's going now through the atmosphere. This is Islam. Truly, truly, I am convinced that Muhammad is a prophet of God. There's no question. It must be. It must be that the prophet is telling the truth and he is a prophet of God. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me? No Muslim. That's wonderful news. I don't want to change the topic for today. Maybe later we can make a special podcast about racism in Islam. But because our friend here, he called us about racism, my friend, Islam is a religion of racism. The Quran says, وَكُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ. You are the best nation sent for mankind. And your duty is to do the following. What the best nations? When the Muslim they say to you, we are the best nation for the benefit of the nation. That's what they say to you in the translation. But what they will not say to you, my friend, that Muslims believe they are the best nation and their duty is to bring you with the chains around your neck. Abu Hurairah said, you are the best, and this is supposedly he is quoting the Quran from his prophet. You are the best of people ever raised up for benefit of mankind. When you see that, the Muslim they will stop there. You see, the Muslim they will quote this for you, and they will stop here. They will say benefit of mankind, benefit, and when you say benefit, I mean this is amazing. That's wonderful. The Muslims, Allah saying you are the best for the benefit of mankind. But then he continues saying, what is the benefit of mankind? The best for mankind are those who bring them with the chain around their necks till they embrace Islam, thereby saving them from the eternal punishment of the hellfire and make them enter paradise. So the Muslims, when they do jihad against you, my friend, and they bring you with the chain around your neck, this is because they are doing you a favor, which is a total contradiction from what we just heard, because Allah, he wrote for us before we are born who is going to go to hell and who is going to go to heaven. So the Muslim do jihad or not, the Muslim they bring you with a chain or not, at the end of the day it's Allah who wrote for you is going to take over. This is how stupid this religion is. Do you see it? So I want to say thank you guys for listening and being with us. And I made a poll to vote in Patreon.com. Like, what do you think about Christian Prince's work? Go and vote. Let me see how bad I am. And be honest. All right. Now, don't go and make donation. I'm not asking you for donation, because the second you say donation, people run away. I know them, right? But the poll is for free. Tell us, what do you think? You know, what do you think about what I do? And be honest. Do you like it? Do you appreciate it? Do you hate it? Do you hate me? Let me know. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And I really appreciate those who support us in any form, in any way, by posting links, by copying the videos, or by making donations. I really appreciate you all. May the Lord bless you for helping us to show the truth, and the truth will set you free. There's no better than my Lord. There's no better to follow than my Lord. There's no better person to teach than my Lord. And if you Muslims can bring me one person to follow better than the Messiah, I challenge you. I challenge you. Bring me someone better. If you can find between the billions and the billions of a human being, and those who claim to be prophets, and even those who claim to be angels, and those the names you have him in your books, if you can find me better than the Messiah, the Christ, the Savior, let me know. It's a challenge. My Lord is the Messiah, and by him we are victorious. And your Lord is the devil, and by him you are a loser. and we prove it here every day, and none of you dare to prove me wrong, for you know that you are wrong, and you know that your father is the devil, and he is the source of all lies, and this is why you always lie, and this is why your book teach you even it's okay to lie. And this is why you're a prophet, even he said you can lie in 3 cases, to your friends and to your family and to your enemies. And I wonder who is left. Your father is the liar, and he is a devil. My Lord, he said, either you say yea, yea, or no, nay. You don't say, I swear. You always say the truth. You do not need to swear. You Muslims, you are allowed to swear falsely. Allah will not take you accountable for your falsehood. Allah will not punish you for taking false oath. Allah in chapter 3 verse 28 allowed you to say false statements, for your God is the devil. The true God will never allow such a thing. Lying and deceiving and hypocrisy is the flag of Israel, of Islam, which is Muslims always try to spread between us. You know, there's an angel, his name is Israfil, and supposedly this angel Israfil is the one who protect the constitution of Allah, which is in a tablet between the eyes of Allah, oh sorry, the eyes of Israfil. That constitution is full of lies, and if a Muslim have a special little thinking, he will ask himself a very simple question: if Allah is God, why he write a constitution for him? If Allah is God, why he need to put it in a place where nobody can see except him? And if he is God, why Allah he have a copy of the Quran if the Quran is preserved for him? I will tell you why Muhammad he come with this story. Because Muhammad is nothing but a collection of lies, and in order to cover a lie he make 10,000 lie, and then the result of that is endless lies, and none of them make sense. With this I leave you in peace, and I say to you, may the Lord bless you. Christ is Lord and Islam is false. I mean to that, and see you soon again. God bless.
Thank you.